Are you going to ask me the question?
Mm-hmm. Tell us your name and what organization you're with.
My name is Ken McCammon. I'm with Friends of Downtown.
Will you provide us with a snapshot of your organization and the role you have within it?
I am president of Friends of Downtown, have been since 2008. The organization began in 1975, and they've done major projects throughout the years. For instance, they raised over $120,000 to buy shutters for the courthouse windows when the courthouse was refurbished decades ago. We commissioned the Farmers Market mural, which is located on the Morehouse at 5th on 5th Street. We've now become more of a service organization. We put on 5 mosey-down main streets per year, which are street festivals, free to the public, live music, vendors, food trucks, etc. We do, 2 years ago, we did the Star City Blues and Jazz Festival, starting that up after years of not having one. We have our biggest fundraiser, which is Beers Across the Wabash, which is a craft brew beer festival on the John T. Myers pedestrian bridge. And as I say, it's our biggest fundraiser. We generally give $12,000 to $15,000 to food finders out of the proceeds, and we also do a lot of other charitable acts. The Latino Scholarship Fund, I can't think of them all, but we usually spend the money that we earn. And then we are responsible for the annual community Christmas Day dinner, which is held at Jefferson High School. So of course, in 2020, we didn't get to do any of that. And so we're anticipating being able to do some of it. Whether we'll be able to do a mosey in May or June, we don't know, but we hope absolutely by July we'll be in business again.
When working to attract volunteers, what attributes are you seeking the most?
Just people that show up and are willing to do what we need done. Like for a mosey, we have to close the roads, we have to set up tents, and then when it's over, we have to take it all down. So not always easy to get people at 11 o'clock at night to help you tear things down.
What is the biggest need or gap you have for volunteers to serve during the pandemic?
You know, we really didn't have a whole lot of need due to the pandemic and all of our events being canceled. One thing I forgot to say is we are fiscal agents for Grow Local Lafayette Urban Gardens. And we were able to utilize a lot of volunteers in the gardens, weeding, spreading straw, tying up plants, harvesting, etc., etc. You know, we're hoping that when everything is lifted, we'll have the same number of volunteers showing up that did last year.
How is your organization allowing your volunteers to serve while keeping them safe during the pandemic?
Well, you know, again, the only example last year was the gardens, and we required masks and we worked separately when possible. If there was something that needed more than one person, obviously we did it. But in terms of spreading straw, tying up plants, pruning, whatever needed to be done, we maintain social distance and masks at all times.
What other ways could a volunteer serve your organization without being physically present?
They could go out and try to find members, talk up the organization. We have less than 100 members. Last year was a tough year because we didn't have contact with people. We usually set up a table at the mosey down Main Street, and we gather membership from that. And we also have a newsletter that goes out that has a membership form on it. But we haven't done one yet this spring. We're still waiting to see what's going to happen this year.
So what is the biggest need or gap you have for volunteers to serve during the pandemic?
Again, the only need we had last year was working in the garden because we had no other events going on. I mean, our office has been closed since February of last year, so over a year.
What is the best way for someone to contact your organization to volunteer or offer other forms of help?
Facebook would be the easiest way. Friends of Downtown Facebook page, or a local Facebook page, they're all connected. Mosey down Main Street, Beers Across the Wabash. Any of those Facebook pages, you can contact us too.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for coming. We appreciate it.
Been my pleasure. Thank you.